This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah!
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel!
And David Double D Dykstra.
Welcome in to BK Dub.
BK Dub. BK Dub.
We're back, baby.
Yeah, dude.
We got a lot to get over. I'm David Double D Dykstra, my boy.
No gimmicks, say Johnston.
We got so much to talk about.
Too much.
We're gonna dive right into this. Let's talk about it. Survivor Series.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meh.
Stingers across the board, in my opinion.
I mean, let's dive into the matches right away.
Can I start by saying this?
Yes, you absolutely can.
When it's two War Games matches and the best match is a triple threat with the IC title,
Yeah,
it's a tough look. But however, that triple threat was amazing. That's props to them.
Pretty.
Go ahead, dive in from top to bottom.
Good triple threat. Women's War Games. Team Rhea beats Team Liv. Of course, I will say this: Rhea looked badass.
Yeah, if we're giving grades out across the board, or pass fail, if I want to give it that, it's Rhea passed, everybody else failed.
Io did all right.
Io had her spot. Io had her usual jump off the cage spot, including the trash can this time.
With the trash can, so yeah,
So
I'll give her that.
a nice touch there, but that's almost a given in every single spot now. Like I said, a couple weeks removed. A little hard to remember some of it, just exactly the same spots.
Bailey was a little disappointing to me.
Yeah, there was a lot of like the awful hitting, the bad, I don't know, the bad bumps.
Once again, let me say this to the women and to the men: know where your props are. Quit taking 5 minutes to look for your weapons.
That was getting a little much.
And not every person needs to bring a weapon into it.
That is true too. I think someone did mention that. It was actually a nice change of pace that someone just went directly into the ring. And I don't remember if it was the men or the women's match that they just went right in. And sure enough, the commentators made that exact point that, maybe you don't need to get. There's already so much carnage and destruction in the ring.
You don't. You don't.
My favorite is the classic. Throw in a table, and then the crowd chants, "We want tables." It's like, well, you got tables. You have them. There are tables.
Although I will say the fire extinguisher by Io into the Raquel being handcuffed in the corner.
That was fun.
Really good.
That was a nice little magic touch, a little magician-esque.
That was nice. And then Rhea, my favorite moment in the whole thing. Somehow, Rhea taking off that badass mask and looking even more badass with the paint.
Yeah. From what I heard, from what I read, that was the same person that designed that mask, designed Bray Wyatt's mask.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the Fiend mask. So, yeah.
Why wouldn't you? If you're going to go with a mask, why wouldn't you go with the dude that did the Fiend mask?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Between that, or I would call the guys that do the Slipknot masks. I mean.
Did you see the R+B on her mask?
No.
Rhea plus Buddy.
Oh, that's nice. A nice touch. Didn't see that. No.
I did. I hate you, Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, I mean, good that Team Rhea gets the win, but overall, like I mentioned, no one really looked good besides her in that match.
Rhea set the standard in NXT for that match.
Yeah. And
then went on to wrestle in the Survivor Series the next night for Team NXT and destroyed everyone again.
Yeah, hearing on commentary how many like other War Games that these women have been a part of, you kind of forget that again how many there already have been.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know, it's kind of either a toss up to I don't know that wow they have experience, or like wow these have somewhat been kind of forgettable to some degree.
There needs to be, and let's be very honest when I say this. If you're going to be in a War Games, the physicality needs to be brought to the next level.
Yes.
And I think some of these women are a little tentative to bring that for obvious reasons, though.
Yes.
Because, and we'll talk about it here in a little bit, the men's match went hard. And
Resulted in a lot of
resulted in
boo-boos.
a couple boo-boos.
A lot of owies.
So I understand why the women are trying to do the controlled stuff, but at the same time, you have to take some risk. Like, Bayley should know she's been in a Hell in a Cell with
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks, a.k.a. Mercedes Moné. So, and that was a phenomenal match.
Yes.
U.S. title match, Shinsuke Nakamura defeats L.A. Knight.
Yeah. New title. New champ.
Love it.
I love it too. Did not see that coming.
I did. You want to know why?
Why?
Because L.A. Knight has done jack
Yeah, that's true.
with that IC title.
That is very true.
Why not give it to a guy who, by the way, looks phenomenal?
Yeah. This new look is great.
And the music.
Yeah.
His new entrance is outstanding.
There's some potential there for some solid singles matches across the board. If him and Andrade want to have a nice little... Yeah, that'd be fun. If not, I mean, the idea on both sides, this sets up a nice run for Shinsuke, obviously. He can kind of finally build himself up, and then, you know, maybe down the line, if AJ Styles gets a little bit healthier.
Actually have a really good AJ Styles Shinsuke match.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let them go.
Yeah. Maybe one. You get one low blow. You get one low blow, and then that's it. And then the rest of the way out. Low blow sports on Tuesday.
Shameless plug.
But on the flip side, LA Knight, it's not the worst that he loses the title, because a guy like that, it's always the chase for a title is more exciting, is more...
I've got a feeling he might end up in the transfer portal.
Okay.
You haven't heard about this?
No.
Yes. The WWE, going along with the times of NCAA football, have now opened a transfer portal for when Raw goes to Netflix.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Entering the transfer portal. Okay.
Isn't that fantastic?
This ought to be a sight to see.
Oh, it's going to be great.
At least they're finally maybe calling it something and acknowledging it as something as
Well,
opposed
you got
to
the
just...
transfer portal, and then you got the draft.
It's true. Which the draft is always just ignored. What's up now?
What? No. From what I've heard, whenever they do the draft this year or via transfer portal, they're really going to shake things up so we get different people going different places.
Okay.
And more than likely, some belts are going to be exchanged.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to the best match. I think you and I both agree with that. The IC title match, Braun Breaker retains against Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus. I was pissed.
Sheamus.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
That should let Braun win it back like he did against Jimmy.
Okay.
But at what point is Sheamus not paying this off?
Does this not set up for one of those mini WrestleMania moments on the side? There's always side quests at WrestleMania.
Where
this
he
seems
finally,
to be
it's him and Breaker one-on-one, and he finally does it.
either that or they run another triple threat, which seems to be everyone's cup of tea at that level of, you know, the IC title like picture.
Oh,
They know how to put together a nice little triple threat. I tell you
I'm
what.
not a fan of Ludwig Kaiser, by the way.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know if it's his Ken doll persona
Yeah.
or the fact that he's German.
Whoa.
No, not really. Not even close. Not even close. There's just something there. I'm not seeing, and this is, I understand this is his character, but I'm not seeing him come through in his character, I guess. It feels stiff to me.
Kind of looks like Flapjack from the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Maybe, hopefully that makes sense to some. Overall, this was fun. This was a great match. Again, that the meme will live with Ludwig Kaiser and then Sheamus popping up right behind him. It's just similar to that Undertaker AJ Styles little image that we see from time to time. Yeah, no, overall it's fine. I'm okay with Sheamus not getting the Grand Slam title run or whatever. I think that's kind of always a little ridiculous.
He broke 2 of his ribs.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, he can take some time. Oh, that's true too.
That's true.
And there you go. He can win it in Ireland.
Yeah, he broke, I believe, 2 of his ribs.
Oh, that's never
during
fun.
that match.
Whenever it hurts to breathe, it's just that's a tough one.
Actually, it's better to break your ribs than to tear the cartilage in between the ribs.
That makes sense too. Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Moving on. Gunther retains against Damian Priest. This is the one thing I will say about that match. I give Damian a lot of credit for selling that arm injury as well as he did.
Yeah. Yeah. That was yeah.
Throughout.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole thing. And
Oh,
you
shoot.
thought it was legitimate because it was on a very tame incident that it happened.
Yeah. Am I wrong? Did Finn Balor interfere again?
Yes.
Yeah. It taints it a little bit in my
Yeah.
mind that
Yeah.
yet again Gunther needs Finn Balor to
see that
to beat Damian Priest.
it leads to the story of Saturday Night Main Event because Gunther wants to prove that he doesn't need Finn Balor to beat anyone.
There we go. I think we're onto something there.
All
Saturday night's
storytelling
alright.
by this genius that we call Triple H.
Mm.
They may be long stories, but they do eventually pay off. AEW.
They eventually end.
Mother.
Hopefully.
Men's War Games. Do we just want to start with the list of people that are messed up, or do we want to start? I mean, it was a decent. It wasn't horrible.
The highlights are Roman Reigns stepping in front of Punk to let out Sammy, Punk running in front of Roman in the cage, and then everyone hurting themselves.
Yeah. FYI, WWE, CM Punk's not allowed to have a toolbox anymore.
Yeah. That's a
He
big one for
split
sure.
Drew McIntyre's wig open, and now he's yeah,
And again, talking about images
messed up
that
Tonga Loa's
Yeah.
elbow.
Oh, yeah. He came in hot with the toolbox just right away.
Real hot.
Yeah. Talking about pictures that are gonna live forever. That's just it's what seemed like again, that image is up there constantly. What seemed like it was up there for an hour, it was up there for like 2 seconds of just CM Punk on one end and Roman Reigns on the other. That's gonna be fun for the internet to run wild with for the next couple of years.
Once again,
But overall-
long story though. Heyman now owes Punk a favor.
That was what I was going to get to, exactly that. He comes out and says exactly that. Now you owe me one. What could that mean? What is that going to entail?
It's got to be the main event at WrestleMania.
I think so. And oh, it wasn't there yet?
No.
Oh, that's so funny.
He
I know you don't see it, but I do.
I actually enjoyed Punk's promo.
Yeah, okay.
This was good. Just that part was very weird.
The back and forth between him and Seth, by the way, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
You don't have anything I want, kid.
That's good.
The moment he said kid, I was like, oh, it's on.
That's good. Someone put together a compilation of every time Seth Rollins has interrupted CM Punk. I thought that was pretty good too. They've gotten slowly but surely, just like gradually, just more upset and more angry.
Well, here's my thing. Is it time for Seth to create a new character?
Yeah, I mean, he's just been a guy that wears weird clothing
He's
for
going,
the past
he's
2
going
years,
for
3 years.
the Joker kind of mindset. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And I get that. time to let's bring this full circle.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it's also weird that, you know, he made such a big hado in my eyes about joining the bloodline.
Yeah. Did they really acknowledge? Has he said like exactly why he's mad? Because I know on the the marks know why he's mad to some degree on the internet,
chair.
but what
Oh, at Punk or at Roman?
why Rollins is mad at Punk just for showing
He
up and
said
acting like
in the thing. He said in the promo, they used to be very, very, very tight.
oh okay
Really good friends, like would call each other every day, kind of. And then as soon as Punk left, nothing.
They're calling me
He
back.
ghosted him.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, if that's justifiable, sure. If you didn't call me back.
It's justifiable. What are we in junior high?
Yeah, exactly. So, so that's adorable.
I think Seth's wife has bigger balls than he does at times.
that is probably true.
It's okay.
That's fine.
Come
She can be the woman.
If she's
Come on, you love that. You know you love that.
if she's even 3/4 as creative as Seth is,
Yeah.
she'll come up with another gimmick.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, wrapping up with the CM Punk opening up Raw the very next week, that same day. It's just, I did like exactly that. The punches that he threw just looked terrible.
Yeah.
And the internet ran with it again. Then
It was supposed to be a shoot fight.
yeah.
So of course, you don't actually you want to throw hard but not connect with anything.
Yeah.
So, because God forbid he breaks Seth's jaw.
yeah. Well, we had too many injuries. That's why.
Yeah. Speaking of injuries, let's go over the three major ones.
Sure.
Tonga Loa, fractured elbow. Thank you, Toolbox. Oh no, bicep. That's right. They thought it was a fractured elbow, but it turned out to be his bicep. Yeah, that Toolbox ripped that some right off.
You're calling CM Punk a toolbox? Oh, sorry. It was
the Jimmy Uso, broken toe.
Ugh. Totally.
Which, I mean, Cody Rhodes broke his toe too when he did the backflip off of Blood and Guts. Or no,
It was against
the cage match versus
Wardlow.
Wardlow. Where the is that guy?
They came out with a new exclusive figure for Target. He's somewhere. He's getting a paycheck.
He's in Target.
Yeah. Okay, you catch him at your local Target.
And then, of course, the worst one of them all, Bronson Reed blew his freaking ankle out and his foot.
Oh. And if you haven't seen it, here we go. We have it. No, I'm just kidding. No, we do not. For not only we would probably end up getting flagged by WWE for using their footage,
Probably.
but we would not want to show you that to begin with. But the internet, again, right? I keep referencing them. Had no problem showing you every single angle, every angle imaginable. They had it. If you want to see Bronson Reed's broken
except
ankle,
for under the ring.
yeah, just about. You keep saying that, and it's bad, but it's funny now, and I don't like that I'm laughing at it.
Bronson Reed out of nowhere.
Yeah, it is. It is literally it.
The video is literally Bronson Reed out of nowhere.
That's hilarious.
It goes off the screen. It's so clear.
Golly. Get well soon, everybody. You said
it's
18
reported,
months.
Once again, it's been I wouldn't be shocked if we don't see him for a year and a half.
Ugh.
They got into the surgery and it was way more complicated than it actually previously was thought to be.
Everything
the
about that.
Drew McIntyre and Bad News Barrett situation has already started up. Bad News going on to Twitter and saying, I got a great piece of jewelry from a fan. The CM Punk bracelet.
Okay.
So
they're leaning towards that.
Oh yeah, Barrett's gonna have one more match in WWE. It's gonna be a one-off.
Okay. But did you see this little busted open?
I did not see the busted open mic drop moments.
Okay.
Explain it to me.
So people are on the fence. People don't know if it's a work or if it's a shoot or if it's it's the classic Hulkamania Twitter post of he's working yourself into a work so hard that you're working yourself into a shoot, brother. So people again are back and forth. Something along the lines of again, he's on the Busted Open podcast with Bully Ray. I think Tommy Dreamer was there, and then I forgot
Mark Henry.
Yeah, I don't think Henry was there.
Mark wasn't there.
No, but that main host, the one, the one nerdy guy. Regardless, they're all sitting there. He's going on about I've given so much to this industry. I don't want to do it. I'm going to drop the accent right away because otherwise I'm going to have to commit to it. I've given so much to the industry. Haven't had the time to go back to my family. Talked about how his mother passed away and he took maybe like 10 days off and then went right back to work and never got around to that. Was back with his family for a little bit and no one really asked him how he was feeling. So he went on and droned out about how you can't just keep giving to this company and that guys like himself, he dropped Stone Cold Steve Austin's name. He dropped everybody's name that was in the room. He's like, we've all given, but eventually the fans will stop chanting our name. The fans will forget about us. And like I said, he mentioned Stone Cold too, which haven't forgot about Stone Cold. People still chant what every now and again, but that's regardless. That's to the side.
Irregardless.
Yeah, exactly. We're on this, and then at the very end, a literal mic drop of I'm just like I'm done basically, and he throws the mic onto the floor and just walks off the podcast. So that was the end of the clip. It was about it's like 2.5 minutes long.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, so hopefully that just about summed it up. I don't. Yeah, it does for sure blur. I'm on the side of it. Oh yeah, you mentioned like also dropped some line about like how we used to not cater to the marks and stuff like that and storylines. That was also in there. Yeah, so again, it's all over the place. If you can make heads or tails of it, I'm kind of on the side of it's a work because he's already done this shtick of I quit, and walked off on Raw and then showed back up
2 days later.
And then, again, he's the only reason he was back so soon was because Bronson Reed's horrific injury. So that was also the other report. So, Drew, you've been so far probably one of the best heels of the year. So I don't know. It's kind of tough to sit here and say, like, yeah, go ahead and drop it. But, I mean, you're going to be appreciated. I don't know. It's tough to sit here and say that.
You're a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, at this rate, yeah, for sure.
You're a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. So you don't forget about stuff like that. So yeah, again, people are all up in arms about. I don't know. I can't tell. Is he going to be back? Is this a work or shoot? I can't tell. What's going on?
By the way,
maybe just extending some time for himself.
You can finally say you were right. The New Day did kind of split up.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they piped in booze for the New Day reaction. Did you see that?
No.
So they went out there this past Monday to explain themselves, and they couldn't get a word out. They got the Dom treatment. They couldn't get a word out.
Okay.
And then they just finally left the ring. Nobody in backstage was shaking their hands. Cody finally went up to him, I think it was after their segment, and went, was it before? You two should be disgusted with yourselves. Which I thought was kind of unique. Here's my thing, and this is my take. I like it. It's cutting away the Big E, will he, won't he, now.
Yeah.
Now they can be a tag team. And let's be honest, I kind of like Xavier Woods' heel.
Yeah, I can kind of see that too. Kofi, and the same thing. I haven't really seen a Kofi heel.
I haven't seen a Kofi heel, and he's wanted to do it for a very long time. And it just didn't get over when they first came out as New Day because everybody was laughing at them.
When this first went down and I watched it, I initially laughed because that whole line of "you broke your neck, I don't care that you broke your neck," that feeling, that whole thing about it. I thought that was so funny the way that it was delivered. And the way it was reacted to online was people were just exactly that, exactly what Cody said. Like, you guys are disgusting. I can't believe this. And that made me flip to it's not ridiculous to this could actually work, and it's getting over as them being devilish heels. So this could work.
Here's my other question, though.
Sure. This is a good starting off point. Starting off with the guy with the broken neck and hating on him, so they got to ramp
They
this
cut
up.
the fat.
Yeah.
But is this a long play by Triple H? Because I do know he's getting stem cell done on his neck. So if he's able to return,
he'll do that, yeah. Otherwise, it'll just be you'll just have another heel tag team, which works because you don't really have any other one of those.
no, you really don't have any real great heel tag teams.
No.
Because
you can say DIY, but they're kind of borderline. They can
no,
go comedy.
They're heels.
Now they're heels now.
They're heels.
Now they're heels. What they do?
Oh, Gargano. Chef's kiss, baby.
Okay.
They won the titles.
Yeah, they won the titles.
That's
I saw that.
Yeah. Low blow to Shelly.
Low blow sports.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, so it was originally what was
Odyssey
that big,
Jones.
Yeah, Odyssey Jones was going to be
I'd
the
love to
big
see
muscle
Odyssey Jones,
dropping
Sam
Big
Sorry
E.
come back.
Yeah, dropping Big E, bringing in Odyssey Jones as the third member now. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
How about this? Odyssey Jones makes amends, comes back with Big E, and they're a tag team.
Heck, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Won't happen.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Keith Lee, Big E, the Lee and E connection.
The Lee and E.
Or they just name him Lee.
Big Lee.
Big Lee.
Yeah.
Couple more things. Do we want to talk Saturday night's main event real quick?
We can quickly preview just overall thoughts. I know we don't have to hit every single match if we don't want to.
We can hit every single match. They're pretty good matches.
All right.
I like all the matches. Bring them up, Scotty.
Fire away.
First match, we're going to talk about Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn. I think this is going to be a great match, personally.
Yeah.
Sami doesn't have bad matches.
No.
Do you think it's going to be a squash?
So think about it like this.
How many matches are there total?
But you gotta think they're gonna plan a segment for some other people coming in. You gotta think that there's gonna be
I'd say a good 20 minutes for each match, if not more.
Yeah, I mean 20, but they get like 3 or 4 minutes for their entrance each person. So
I don't think there's a squash match in here personally, but
yeah,
this would be the one if I was going to.
Squash would be putting it. Yeah, that'd be putting it in a weird sense. I don't. Sammy's gonna get off.
McIntyre dominates.
Yeah, it'll be.
thing.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be the case.
All right.
Again, I don't know if this. Again, I don't know if this busted open podcast.
We all got Drew.
Yeah, Drew's across the board.
Drew's across the board. Io Sky versus Liv. God, I want it to be Io so bad.
Is this for the title?
Yes. Everything's for titles.
Everything's for titles.
Everything's. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All titles that are all title holders are defending titles.
Gotcha. Yeah, this just sounds like a retain. I think we're on the same page of this is most likely going to be a Liv retains all the way till probably Mania or one of the other big pay-per-views.
Raquel gets involved in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, we all got.
Oh, Crew's got Io.
Crew got Io?
Okay. All right, well, that's all right. Shake it up a little bit.
Triple threat match. This better be a banger.
Oh, it better be a banger.
This better be a banger.
And I hope, the time that they substitute, hopefully, out of maybe McIntyre and
Damian
and
Priest,
Zayn,
Gunther, Finn Balor. This better be a banger.
It's got the blueprints for it, and I think again, I think we got Gunther's across the board for this one for the retain. Yeah, sure.
The only reason I have Gunther is because Finn hasn't dropped his tag titles, which I think is going to happen on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
To the War Raiders. because Judgment Day is banned from ringside.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Banned, I tell you, banned. It's horrible.
There we go. Finally, there we go. Rhodes
Cody
and
Rhodes, Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship.
It can't be a dry. It can't be.
They're not going to do a 60-minute time limit draw.
No. Oh man.
I think with the heat that Kevin's got going right now, there's no better time for him to for them to capitalize on it than right now and give him the belt, whether it's for 2 months, whether it's for a month, 2 months, Rumble.
It's times like this, you wish you didn't waste the Money in the Bank within 5 seconds of it happening, right? You wish this would have been a prime opportunity to cash in, right? It's been a fun spot to do that. I don't know, something cool for that to happen. Regardless, I would hope something cool happens. You can't have this whole Saturday night main event spectacular and not have.
Wasn't it?
McIntyre had it.
Oh, McIntyre.
He did it the same night.
That's right. He cashed that night.
Yeah.
That's right. I completely forgot McIntyre won.
Exactly. They just flushed it all down the toilet.
Oh, down the toilet.
Yeah.
Like a big poop.
I don't know. That was just one of my thoughts that ran through my head. It was just like, yeah, that would have been pretty cool for them to pop that in there and make something exciting, but missed that opportunity.
Yeah.
However, I set yourself up for
KO.
something cool here.
KO. It's got to be KO.
Why not? Why not Kevin Owens?
I don't see any other. Really?
He just changed it.
You 100. I'm gonna call. You know what?
What if it starts with it?
I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna call this right now. I'm gonna call this right now. Ref gets annihilated some way.
Okay.
Kevin hits the pile driver
Oh, yeah, because it's banned.
and then pins Cody.
Yeah. Oh, my. That could be the case. A disoriented when the ref gets dragged.
Yeah. One, two, three. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, man.
I'm not saying Cody's not going to be the champ when Rumble comes around or when Mania comes around.
Main
but-
event of main event. That's got a nice ring to it.
They're
They're in Madison Square Garden, right?
Nassau Coliseum.
Okay.
Couple little news and notes that I got for
Okay,
you.
yeah. That's it.
Viper of PW Nexus is claiming that both Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch will be back by Royal Rumble.
Nice. That's
Sources
good to
also say that Flair may return like Saturday night's main event.
hear. Ooh.
And it sounds like Flair's return will return with a change in her presentation.
Okay. All right.
It's interesting.
No longer going with the Queen type
I have
role?
no idea. I have no
That's-
idea. Wrestle Votes Radio says some people in WWE are pushing for Natalya to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Okay. That'd be a nice, just like tip of the hat, respectful type
Nicely
role.
done, Natalya.
And if it if there was one to start it, no one has it yet, right?
No.
Okay.
They're-
That's if it's deemed as the workhorse title, she would be probably the workhorse to somewhat of the women's division. So that could probably be a nice touch right there. I can
And then
understand that.
speculation is that, believe it or not, Chelsea Green is slated to become the U.S. champ.
Yeah. Again, I think that's a nice touch.
I think
she's
that's
earned
a
it.
kudos to her for going through what she's gone through in her time back.
For constantly getting over for having the gimmick that she has. I think so. It's a nice show to her personality and everything like that. So yeah. She's been in she's had some fun. She does that really nice that crazy bump from the top of the ladder too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Really quick, we already stepped upon it, but just quickly back to Saturday night's main event. There's going to be a couple like big appearances, superstar wise. I think
There's multiple, from what I understand.
Yeah, I think I saw-
multiple legends.
Yes.
that
Yeah.
will be
Obviously,
showing
Jesse
up.
the Body Ventura.
I just want him by Corey Graves, and I want him to call Corey a hippie.
Let's see.
I just want him to call Corey a hippie. That's all I want. To me, Hogan's rumored. Hogan shows up for all the stuff. Well, you also have to remember Hogan was the main event of the first Saturday night's main event. So it would make sense for Hogan to be there. I don't think Flair can show up because he's still under AEW contract, even though they're not doing anything with him.
No, they're just using the product.
The woo energy.
Let's see. I'm trying to pull up if there's anything reliable.
I don't think there's anything super reliable right now.
No, I think it's just pulling up the card.
Jesse the Body Ventura is all you need.
I think so. That's really all. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It'll be fun on commentary.
Well, when we come back, it's time to switch gears.
Michael Cole, I've never seen the footage of it hitting the Pentagon. Have you? Oh, jeez.
You know for a fact that in his contract states no conspiracy theories will be let out during broadcasts. You know it. That being said, when we come back, got a little Rey Fenix conspiracy to talk about, a little more AEW, and AEW, we need to have words. Next on BK Dub, BK Dub.
Hey, watch your mouth. Why? I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work. I've been drinking Coors since my college days. The cold draft taste is second to none. Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right? You know it, mother. Hey, you get those reports done? Yeah. No. You, sir. Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
That is all. Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. Where's the boss? Hey, sir, go yourself. You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah!
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel!
and David Double D Dykstra.
We back on BK Dub, BK Dub. Bad Karma Wrestling in the house. Not in your house, because that's copyrighted. So, do we want to talk about the drama of AEW?
Do you want to just give your I don't know, you were kind of just you wanted to talk one-on-one with AEW for a little bit, I
Yeah.
felt.
You punks.
You bunch of jabronis.
How dare you bring back Tony Storm and not have it be timeless Tony Storm?
Oh, okay.
Suck.
Oh, okay. You're just on that page of.
Oh no, it gets worse, dude.
Oh, okay. All right, keep going.
Her first match back?
Rampage.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What kind of bull shenanigans is this?
Can I be on the side of? And I'm not saying I'm full support of it. I am also.
Dude, there's uproar backstage about it.
I am also the word appalled has been used. I
Yes.
I can be somewhat agreement to that. I'm somewhere. I'm getting there at the appalled level, but can you also be on the side of it's hey, can we get some damn eyeballs on Rampage? I know it's about to die. But they're setting up.
Gonna die.
But they're setting up for a final hoorah show, and again, you need some eyeballs on that. I think they're doing like 4 shows at that Hammerstein Ballroom, so they're getting their money's worth with that contract.
I know ROH is.
They're doing final
By the way,
battle
we're
there,
gonna
which
talk
we're gonna
about
talk about
that
that.
'cause,
That's looking fun.
Cardona.
Matt Cardona. Hey, Matt Cardona.
Is he actually signed to AEW?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it. I know, but I know it's.
Only reason WWE won't sign him is because he doesn't want to go back to Zack Ryder.
That's true.
It's the only reason.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the only reason.
I want to hold my tongue on that because I have an idea.
We can.
We're gonna get to it.
We'll talk about it here.
We're
in a
gonna
little
get
bit.
to it.
Rey Fenix said that he asked for help when he was injured and no one came
Sure. Yeah.
for AEW. To me, this is he said, she said, and I think if you go like right down the middle of both stories, you're probably going to find the truth.
Mm-hmm.
He probably asked for help, didn't get it in a timely enough manner in which he wanted it to be.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then you have, AEW going whatever they said.
So it started on the 7th, just about a week ago, when Rey Fenix had tweeted, "No one stays in a place where they receive inhumane treatment." And then the other one that followed 2 days later was, "I needed a doctor and you ignored me for months." That was the 2 tweets that came out of his account.
Well, I guess the question is, what did you need a doctor for?
Yeah, exactly.
Was it your back? Was it your knee? Was it your elbow? Was this on site?
Yeah.
Or was this after the injury and you told them you needed a doctor and they didn't respond?
Yeah. And to that extent, it's just a matter of also you throw up the question of, did he need help or did he just want AEW to pay for his surgery? Which, you can see it from both ends. It's a tough look, but I don't know. I can't tell who's exactly doing what, and and some people are going to be on the side of like, oh my God, I can't believe AEW treats their talent like this. They just leave them out to the dogs and leave them to eat, leave them to die. But then here comes the report from Wrestling Observer Live, Luchasaurus, was dealing with his I forget.
Pneumonia.
Yeah.
Double lung pneumonia.
And then not only that, then he comes out and says, AEW Tony Khan saved my life. So who do we sit here and believe exactly?
Like I said, I think it's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure it's exactly
I think
that.
AEW didn't believe his injury was bad enough, probably, to warrant surgery, and he did. Disgruntled. Okay, fine, I get it. Let's move on. Whichever way you slice it, the Lucha Brothers are going to be in WWE once both contracts.
And yeah,
are-
that's the tough thing at the end of the day. It's just that's what I really feel like is the worst off part.
and to showing up at AAA last weekend too.
Yeah,
So
yeah. If they do end up there, it's good luck for anyone that's going to want to keep up with them. Because I don't know if anyone on that roster
Motor City could, the Usos could. I think the War
Usos.
I think the War Raiders can.
Yeah,
I think DIY can.
Yeah, I think War Raiders could. But it's also just a matter.
That'll be their first match. I guarantee
That'll
it.
be their litmus test.
A-Town Down versus Lucha Brothers.
That's gonna be such a man. I don't. That's gonna be such a styles clash right there.
I think Theory can keep up with them. It's whether or not Grayson can.
There's also just it's gonna be choppy. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a rough go
So
for a little bit there.
do you put them in a match with let's say they're not going to. War Raiders will have the titles for Raw. I don't see DIY giving the titles up. Any Street Profits? Street Profits are on a heel turn too.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. But again, that's going to be a little bit down the line too.
Could you imagine Rey Fenix and Montez Ford?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Let's go.
Again, at the end of the day, that's the biggest.
And do they join the LWO?
Penta will be a 4-time speed champion.
Stop. Where is Ricky Sparks, whatever?
Yeah, this is another one.
Oh, they don't have any. They don't have any plans for him, quote unquote.
Okay.
I think they all know he's leaving for the WWE once his contract's up. They can't hold his contract in hostage for too much longer. He's gonna end up in NXT with Ethan Page and all those guys. So I don't really have an issue. The issue I have is them yanking him from the GCW thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was bogus. That's a BS move.
Sure.
Because they don't want an open mic in his hand.
Yeah, I guess so. That's fine. I mean, that's just I feel like that's kind of a business move.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to tip your cap to that. Tony Khan gets away with not gets away with, but he gets a lot of like crap for like, oh, you should have done this, should have done that. Finally makes a business move. He's like, oh, he's Stalin. He's worse than Vince McMahon. Are you crazy?
I have no problem with the stall. My problem is he's not using them. Like, use them at least if you're going to stall.
Yeah.
But if you want to just stall.
No, I'm not. I didn't say like stall. I said like Stalin, like the dictator.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no. That's.
I'm just.
Yeah.
It is what
Benito
it is.
Mussolini. In the blue meanie.
ROH Final Battle is at Hamstein Ballroom.
Yes,
we
the
kind of touched
Hammerstein,
on
baby.
it already. Go ahead, kind sir, because I know this is your wheelhouse.
Yeah, this is fun. They haven't had a show. The last time, let me see. First time ROH has had a show there since 2018. Yes. I think that was when Matt Taven won the title. Like,
Nice.
I believe so.
Okay with that.
Well, yeah.
By the way, and I'll talk about this a little bit real quick. Love what they're doing with Undisputed Kingdom right now.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
This is interesting. I think this might be leading, or we might touch upon
I
it a
don't
little
think
bit,
you
but-
should have had Cole win the match versus
O'Reilly.
I think build it. If you're going to build it, like your payoff should have been immediately with Cole if you were going to do that and have Broderick.
I hope it's not
to
as
Cole.
simple as MJF just takes over the Undisputed Kingdom now.
You think?
I think
an angle.
it's kind of turning towards that because last year's World's End is when Adam Cole turned on MJF, and now MJF not turning on Adam Cole but taking over his faction that he once led. So I know we'll touch upon that maybe give a light World's End preview because that's coming up at the end of the month. Quickly running through Final Battle. QT Marshall coming off the loss from Big Boom AJ, going up against Jay Lethal. I think this is a nice touch again. ROH at the Hammerstein.
Just a throwback.
Jay Lethal hasn't been there. This is a nice, good, big opportunity for him. He hasn't had a match in a while. Good to have it there. So I think this is nice. This is awesome. In terms of who wins, hopefully it's Jay Lethal.
Yeah. Well, Lethal. When you think of ROH, Lethal is one of the guys that comes to mind more than most.
Oh yeah, 100%. Continuing on, Final Battle. This is for the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, currently held by Brian Cage, Blake Christian, Brian Cage, Commander Mark Davis, Willie Mack, and AR Fox, all going up in a 6-way survival of the fittest.
Please, God, let it be Willie Mack.
Yeah?
Please, have you ever watched Willie Mack?
I have watched Willie Mack.
I love Willie Mack. Dominic's favorite wrestler. If no one knows who Dominic is, that's my son. Favorite wrestler from Lucha Underground. Thought he was amazing.
Yeah.
Created a character on WWE like 23 or something like that looked exactly like Willie Mack. Yeah.
Nice.
Anytime you can get a big guy who's agile.
Yeah.
Love it.
A little agile for sure. I think this is going to be spots written all over this. I think this is
For
it's
sure.
got. I think that Brian Cage retains because in the long run, I think a couple titles are going to be changing hands a little bit later on in the night. That's just my thought process going down. Continuing on, we have Red Velvet going up against Layla Hirsch. This is for the women's ROH World Television Champion. Not quite sure who has it, but
Just yawn.
yeah.
I apologize.
I think Red Velvet has it because the title is red.
Give it to Layla.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
She's
Let's have some fun.
She's a little 4'8" package of thunder.
Chris Statlander still has the best promo cut on her when she goes about her being adopted. Your parents should have just kept you. I forgot exactly what it was. It's good. Go listen back to it. We have the World Tag titles on the line. Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes, and Sammy Guevara going up against the Righteous.
Righteous are gonna.
I think this is the Righteous written all over it, considering Dustin Rhodes is. I think he's basically on a bubble gum and just a handshake agreement between him and.
Oh, is he really?
I think so. Just between appearances and stuff like that. I mean, sure, he probably has a couple WWE
Sammy's
appearances
got to be
in
back
him.
on AEW television.
I
That's
hope
what it
so.
comes down to for
I
me.
hope so. Yeah, I know they had I think it's the whole thing with Mercedes, but
Yeah.
that needs to change.
How long ago was that though? Like 5 years ago?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Sammy Guevara was like 18 when that happened.
Yeah.
So it's not, it's
He's
not.
married. He has a kid. He's a little more mature now. Still being stupid and doing stupid moves.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I even think back to thoughts that I had when I was, 5 years ago. I'm like, damn, that was
I have
a dumb
thoughts
thought.
Yesterday.
Yeah, that was an
Oh my
immature
God.
thought. Just stuff like that. Like you grow. It's possible. Finishing off 2 more matches, we have the women's world title. This has a potential to maybe even main event. Athena's had this title
Forever.
probably since they restarted the whole ROH
Forever.
brand.
No, she was. I'd say about 6 months in, she won it.
Yeah, I think so. Exaggerating for sure, but Billy Starks, I think she's due. This has got
Billy Starks isn't even 20 yet, is she?
probably. I have no idea. She's very young. She's been around for a bit now. She's been shadowing Athena. I think this is only right that she ends up getting the title. Big match, final battle. So I think this is right. Looking up
She's 20.
on the nose.
She's 20.
Yeah, big opportunity for the young star.
20 years old.
Yeah,
She's been wrestling. She was like 13 though.
that makes sense.
Her dad's a really famous wrestler.
Do you know who? I guess so. I'm twisting your arm. I'm gonna make you do it. I know.
And she was first signed to NXT. That's how I know.
Gotcha. Well, while you pull that up, I'm gonna talk about the main event, preview the main event a little bit, which right now it's looking like the indie star, the king of the indies, or the king of the internet for sure, Matt Cardona, going up against. Hi guys, the Nueve, Chris Jericho. And I'll be damned if you don't love the New York Minute that he's been putting up every week now.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
He's having every single time he's on my screen. You sit there and you're like, he's done it again. I can't believe it. He's getting away with it again. The fact that everything he touched just turns into over. It's so crazy. It's absolutely insane. But again. This was my theory here. Yeah, sure, Chris Jericho can retain, and this can just be a big one-off spot and have ton of eyeballs, because here's Matt Cardona, here's the king of the indies, guy that does all the GCW spots, now a guy that does all that. Give him the title. Give Matt Cardona the title. Let him be the face of Ring of Honor. Let him be the star. Let him be everything that draws that, because everyone's been itching and dying for a reason to watch Ring of Honor again. Here you go. That would be the case. Everyone wants to see Matt Cardona in a more palatable and easier way to do so. It's tough to go to these GCW shows. It's really when they come around to Chicago, I don't even know. And I'm supposed to be in the know about these shows. I have no idea. They come and go
He's
so
coming,
quick.
He's coming to Chicago.
Yeah, he's gonna be at the Elmwood Park, the Chicago. I think it's actually today. It's today. Yeah, so he'll be in town today. Go check him out. You're probably the local eatery, or he's probably searching around Target right now, trying to find some figures. So I might have to bum around as well. But Tony, if somehow, some way you're listening, or you stumble upon this right before the show, you got a week or so to catch this. Give Matt Cardona the title. Make him be the face of Ring of Honor. Make everyone care again about Ring of Honor. I think that's the road. That's the route there.
Oh my God.
What?
I want to know what her original name was.
You find it? Are you finding everything else but? Okay, go ahead.
Pizza Cat Jr.
Oh man, Pizza Cat Jr. Man, I'll tell you, that's better than a couple other indie names that I've
Just
heard.
saying, man. That's a rough.
That is for sure.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, so like,
That's fine. Let's scrap that. Matt Cardona, Chris Jericho. What are your thoughts?
I like your thoughts.
Thank you.
I do. I really do. Am I gonna sit here and say it's gonna happen? Probably not. If this is a once-off. But once again, if he's signed with AEW, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, which
'Cause then you can
hasn't
have-
been reported. So
Then you can have Chris come back and do his thing in AEW and get on to better and bigger things. So, yeah, I'm still going Chris. Sorry.
I know. It's tough to really sit here and want that, but that's the route. Again, if you really truly want to get eyeballs on Ring of Honor, pull the trigger, sign him for some sort of long-term deal, or even I don't know. You gotta make something meaningful. You gotta get it, and that's the guy. If you put the title on him, he's gonna carry it with pride.
Yeah.
So he's gonna make people want to care about it too. I think that should be the route to go. So Tony Khan, do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
I mean, we already talked about it a
Yeah.
little bit, but I got a thought. Tony Storm is back, but what if she tries to play two characters
Oh yeah,
like Mick Foley?
that could be true. That could be.
Like
does
she
does
does
she
this-
interview herself?
She does this. Oh my God, that would be great.
Or
She
JR.
does this. She does this run,
Mm-hmm.
and it's unsuccessful. Mariah May still beats her. Things have to change.
Yeah.
She comes back as like the manic,
Oh my goodness.
timeless Tony Storm.
Oh man. Or I know this is getting really.
She was crying at the top of that ramp.
Yeah.
That pop was insane. I haven't heard a pop like that since maybe Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That would be true. If we really want to get cartoony and gimmicky, and I don't think they should go this route, but have her do something, it be in a match maybe. She gets clocked in the head with what? A shoe. Falls out of the ring, rolls under the ring, rolls under. Timeless Tony Storm.
That'd be great.
Comes out as Timeless Tony Storm.
That would be great.
It's
corny,
hard.
but I actually love it.
It's tough, but it's possible.
Here's the only other thing I really
That would be
want.
very Matt Hardy-esque.
I think we should wait for preview and World's End.
Sure.
I will say this much though. I only have one more thing that I really need to talk about when it comes to AEW right now. The hell, Darby?
This doesn't affect me.
Punch yourself in the face 4 times, make yourself bleed, and then say something like, blood doesn't affect
This
me.
doesn't bother me.
Violence doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Those were either A, real punches and he made himself bleed, or B, possible gum disease, gingivitis was already
I'll guarantee it.
in there. I know he said to have lived in his car, so I don't think a guy that lives in his car is also checking up on his dental
You never know.
hygiene.
He may have been one of those guys. He may not have had at home, but he had a toothbrush and toothpaste.
That's true, too. Or C, blood capsules, but he was speaking that whole time, so it'd be really tough to sit there, a mouthful of blood capsules, doing a bunch of promo stuff.
Quit
Where he's
punching yourself, dude.
Yeah.
You got enough issues with concussions and whatnot.
He's driving into cars and then coming out unbalanced, trying to stand up,
I can climb on top of the car.
Yeah. bleeding out of his head. Again, didn't know if that was a work or not.
Be smarter with your decisions, Darby. Be smarter with your decisions. Are we entering Scotty's world? I think we're about to enter
We're
Scotty's
entering
world.
Scotty's world, but it's kind of our world to a certain extent.
All
We'll make it
right.
our.
When we come back on BK Dub, it's
BK
time for
Dub.
Scotty's world here in Illinois Studios.
Man, I'm so hungry. I need somewhere to eat fast. I have no idea where to go.
Hola, me llamo El Taco de Taco. You know where to go for the amazing taste that I have you craving more? Taco Bell.
All right, can I get 20 tacos, please?
You got it.
Thanks, Taco.
De nada.
Good. Good. That's it. Eat the tacos.
Taco Bell. Live más.
Wear your best attitude. Feel the power. Run towards your goals. Make each footprint count. Believe in yourself. Mark the difference. Just do it.
Celsius, the fastest growing energy drink in America. Zero sugar, low calories, and 200 milligrams of caffeine. Celsius is the ideal drink for anyone who wants to get the most out of their day. 4 distinct flavors: orange, kiwi guava, wild berry, white peach. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities has proven to accelerate your metabolism, burn body fat, and provide essential energy. Celsius. Live fit. The official drink of Chad Podcast.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah!
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel!
and David Double D Dykstra.
Hey, we're back, and it's time for Scotty's World on BK Dub, BK Dub, BK Dub.
Yeah,
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
exactly. Yeah, exactly that. So we're coming up on the end of the year, right in the middle, smack dab in the middle. I want to throw out the idea of having, an end of the year spectacular, almost like an award show. Get it from our brains, and then share it out to the world. So
Okay.
maybe during this time
Do
we
you
can
have
kinda,
categories, Scotty?
I have categories. Yeah, that's what I feel like
Go
we
ahead.
can use this time to
Go ahead.
kind of exactly that. Can decide how many we
Go for it.
want and how many we want to do. So I think it's only right that we also separate WWE and AEW. Give them the same give them the same categories but two different companies.
Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go.
Exactly that. So I mean, I figured male performer of the year, female performer of the year for both. Yeah.
Okay.
Tag team of the year. Sound about right?
Yeah, let's go.
What do you mean?
I'm ready.
Or do you want to do like candidates, or do you want to?
I already have my answers.
Oh, you want to do the answers right now? Oh, I thought we wanted to tease it and build it up for. Yeah. No, you just want to.
Oh, I've got. We can do something better
Okay.
for the 50th.
All right. Well, in that case, I didn't. I just had the categories ready, but I didn't have the people just about ready. But all right. Well, then in that case, lead the way. Your WWE Male Performer of the Year is.
I'm gonna go with Damian Priest.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna have to sell me on this one, there, Bucko.
It's either Damian Priest or Gunther.
Okay.
One of the two. Actually, I'll lean Gunther.
Okay.
I'll lean Gunther. Intercontinental title run, and then becoming world champ, all in the same year. Pretty darn awesome.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, longest IC title run for sure, and like you just mentioned, and then you having the world title as well. I know, I would think possible candidates. You would think, Cody Rhodes maybe up there for sure. No,
I'm talking about. I'm thinking about
finish the story.
I'm thinking about people that like
Dominic Mysterio constantly.
Dominic's killing it.
Dominic Mysterio constantly
They better
in the
put a
right.
title on him soon.
I'm sure.
I'd love for him to like come out of nowhere and just beat Braun Breaker.
Solo Sikoa.
That'd be hilarious.
Solo Sikoa.
Solo's he's had a decent year.
Yeah, that's possible. I was probably gonna lean Drew, if anything.
Okay, I like that.
I was probably gonna lean Drew in the sense that he's had some great matches. You believed him from top to bottom, everything about it. Yeah, and then online, he's probably been the best online presence out there. Everything he touched, everything he posts is hilarious.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
I'm going with probably Drew on the WWE side of things. AEW. Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a real good one.
I like Orange Cassidy.
He's had, again, real good matches. He's been solid, consistent storyline of just like being the face.
Title for the longest time.
Yeah, he had a lot of good run, a lot of solid run there. I'm gonna have to lean Ospreay between the matches, the storyline. And I say that, and then I also think about Swerve.
You got Swerve too.
If it was only half a year, I'd give it to Danielson. Because he had a really solid half year and then retired, and then it was great. Yeah. Again, I'm gonna. Man. Final answer, I'll go with Will.
Okay.
But
close with Swerve.
Swerve is right there.
I'll give it to Orange with an honorable mention to Swerve.
Yeah. Only because I know for sure he's going to either be in my match of the year or he's for sure might be in my spot of the year because that was going to be my other categories that we have. Female of the year. Female of the year for WWE?
Rhea.
Yeah. You're going, what's Tiffany? No. Okay. Who do you got?
If he says Nia Jax, I'm jumping over this table.
As much as I wanted to jokingly say that, I can't. It's just,
you better not go up there, Scotty. What?
Why is that? You're gonna you have to sell me on that one there, Chief. Driven. Okay. That's actually a good point.
Nope.
But that also goes to show you is in the limited time that Rhea was there, she made a bigger impact than more than half of the roster.
You're not wrong.
So I can make a case for both. I'm gonna lean Rhea. Just because every time I see that, it's not, I'm going to watch a Rhea Ripley match as opposed to like, all right, Liv is there. Do I have to watch the Liv Morgan match? I don't know. I could probably bypass it. I don't know. I could probably do it. So, yeah, that's where my thought goes. AEW women?
Really? Do we even need to
have
this
throw
conversation?
it out there. I know we just talked about her, so again, it goes back to
Timeless Tony Storm.
Goes back to Timeless Tony Storm.
All day, every day.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Oh, by the way, I believe Britt Baker's on her way to the WWE.
I don't know if that's true. Britt Baker keeps getting like the exclusive stuffs. Like, you know, she's one of those Marvel characters that they signed.
I'm just telling you, her and Adam Cole
or
broke
DC.
up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she's gonna leave the company and go to WWE.
Okay. Sure.
No, absolutely not. Wrong.
That was also one of honorable mention.
No. If the words Mercedes Moné come out of your mouth, I'm chucking this thing at your head.
Chris Statlander.
I'll give an honorable mention.
Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale, I give them both just because they had a great feud. And again, go back to, I think I said this a couple weeks ago, where neither of them, I feel, have had a bad match. Yeah, they're the bar.
Next.
They're the next workhorse. Tag of the year, WWE.
Ooh.
I'll even. Do you want to open it up to faction too? No. Okay. Do we want to have faction of the year? We're gonna have to have faction of the year as well. Yeah.
You know what? Do they still have to be a tag team right now?
I'll give it to you if they were like a majority of the year. Oh, I thought you said 4-year thing. Yeah.
Yuck. For WWE.
Yeah, I mean, in my thought process, I kind of lean towards DIY. Otherwise, who are the brothers? The
God.
They haven't done anything.
They were the tag champs forever.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, but then he held up the title wrong. So that's minus like 5 points. So
Can't hold right now.
yeah, I know he can't do that. Poor guy. Nice. Yeah, it was just. I don't know if that was his pitching arm too. I don't know. That's a tough one. DIY. I feel from top to bottom, it was R-Truth and Miz. No. Okay. I mean,
no.
Too short. They've only been. I mean, we were talking about.
Do we
at
give
least,
it to the NXT tag team champs who have beaten everybody?
Yeah, you could do that.
Who aren't going to be if they get called up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have necessarily an NXT brand, an NXT category, but I do have like rookie top breakout star of the year type deal.
Carmelo.
So
That's easy.
yeah,
Carmelo or Braun
Carmelo.
Breaker.
Yeah.
One of those two. Braun Breaker or Carmelo.
Yeah, but he's not he's
Carmelo's
not a
had
rookie.
better matches though.
Not necessarily a rookie. But before we get there, let's go back to tag team. Tag team of the year, AEW. No.
Is it still FTR?
I don't feel they haven't really done much lately.
Is it the Bucks?
I think it's the Bucks.
God damn it! I kind of gotta agree with you.
I think it's the Bucks.
Son of
And
a
it's
biscuit.
for the mixture of matches. It's honestly like they came out with their shoes; those sold out too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, all right, it's the Bucks.
I'm gonna have to give it to the Bucks. I know. I'm sure there's some. I'm sure somewhere down the line I'll think of somebody else, but that's okay. Straight up match of the year, WWE.
WWE match of the year. Sheamus Gunther.
Sheamus and Gunther. Okay, that's a nice one.
Sheamus Gunther. That was. Ouch.
Man, that's gonna be tough.
Best feud.
Okay. Yeah, you think with the main event with just all the spectacular entrances and appearances? I'm sure that some people would probably argue McIntyre and Punk at Hell in a Cell.
It was decent.
Yeah. They'll again, they wanted the gore and, of course, the bringing back the toolbox. Yeah, I think I did. I was kind of on that side of things too.
We miss you, AJ.
Yeah, honestly, we miss you for sure. Yeah, I'm kind of hung up there. I'll maybe it just might be recency bias. I don't know. It's tough for me to even say it. It sucks. Yeah, I'll go McIntyre and Punk just because the spot.
Kills you to put Punk's name out there in the ether.
Yeah, I know. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Match of the year, AEW.
That's an easy one for me.
Go for it.
Swerve Hangman.
Hangman. I'm only mad because that was also my pick.
I'm just saying. Well, how can it not be?
Yeah.
When you have, you can sit there and say that all you want, but when you literally have the whole internet blow up over a match that was violent.
Yeah. I'll take it a step further that not only was that my match of the year, that basically everything within that was also going to be my spots of the year. So that'll just kind of make that a little bit easier, too.
How about we curb this?
Sure.
We can finish it next week.
Okay, sure.
We'll finish it next week because we got about a minute left.
Yeah.
So we'll finish it next week.
That sounds
little
nice.
Tease.
Yeah, we got a couple
Little
more
tease.
between maybe, Rookie of the Year, Storyline of the Year, Non-Wrestler of the Year. I had that one up there as well. Just a little preview. And then maybe, yeah, exactly that feud or Storyline of the Year is also something.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. Coming up next, some goofball named Pepe.
Talking a little X-Bomb.
Nothing, man.
No pop.
Nothing. No pop. No pop at all. Wow. He's an X-Bomb.
Yeah. Are we getting a short fuse?
Hey.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. When we come back, when they come back, we're getting out of here. Andrew Valentin, X-Bomb Sports. Great stuff. We'll see you next time, next Friday, here on Bad Karma Wrestling at Illinois Media School Studio.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.